This is a Fox 17 News special report.
Well, the countdown is on. The doors have officially opened as President Trump will soon be in Grand Rapids for a rally at Van Andel Arena. It's his first rally since the RNC, the first alongside his VP pick, Vance, and his first since that attempted assassination just a week ago in Pennsylvania. So let's get right to it. We have crews in downtown Grand Rapids this morning outside of the arena, but let's start with Josh Berry, who is inside. Josh, I know you just got settled inside Van Andel Arena. What are you seeing so far? It looks like the crowds are starting to pick up inside.
Yeah, Elliot, they have started to let people in. You can see them just over my right shoulder filtering in, starting to fill up those seats on the floor. Everybody has been waiting outside, some people for 24 hours to get into Van Andel Arena. And there was a bit of a delay this morning. They expected to open the doors at about noon. It's been open for about 10 minutes now. They just let all the media in. We're getting set up here just on the corner. You can see where the stage is set up. You can see Trump's name on the podium. He'll walk in from stage left and address the crowd. There is a whole row of media up here in the corner. We'll be here throughout the day. But yeah, outside, there's a lot of excitement, a lot of people eager to see the former president and to see exactly what he's going to say to his supporters here in Van Andel Arena. During the RNC in his speech, that record-long speech on Thursday night, there was this notion that there would be this speech of unity, and he only referred to the President Biden once or twice by name and said that he wasn't going to do it anymore. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly what he says to the base here to excite his base, because we have an August primary coming up in just a couple of weeks, and there's Republicans on that ballot that hope that he can generate excitement. The Democrats on the other side, you have to imagine they're pretty nervous at this point because there's been a lot of talk about President Biden and whether he's going to stay in this race. And there's Democrats down the ballot in West Michigan who are hoping that something happens to energize the Democratic voters in the state right now. So, again, a lot of excitement. Security has been top of mind. I know we have people out in the field outside of Van Andel Arena, but from inside, this is what we're seeing now, Elliot. The crowd is starting to filter in. We'll be here throughout the day, Elliot.
Josh, we appreciate your coverage from inside. We'll be checking in with you as more folks continue to file in to see Donald Trump in his first rally since the RNC. But the first person to line up outside of Van Andel, that was at 1 o'clock Thursday afternoon. So we're just about 48 hours since that time. So, of course, we have crowds, have been crowded by thousands. Max Goldwasser joining us live outside that arena. Max, I know you've been seeing folks for a number of days getting ready for today's rally. What are you hearing from folks this morning that are waiting and hoping that they can get through those doors today?
Yeah, Elliot, how crazy is that? First person here, 1 p.m. on Thursday, 48 hours before doors open, which apparently, from what Josh is saying, just happened. I haven't really seen the line move too much. Clearly, thousands and thousands and thousands more have joined that man who was first in line. Most of the people I spoke with today got here around 8, 9 a.m., at least for the group of people who are standing here, but this is just a fraction of the crowd here. I want you to look down this way. This is down Fulton Street, a sea of red. You take it right down Ionia, and the line of Trump supporters stretches as far as the eye can see. Van Andel has a capacity of 12,000 people. I was speaking with a man just recently who told me a Grand Rapids police officer said that they sold 36,000 tickets. So these people are going to have some place to go, because most of them are not going to be getting inside. But the vibes, I mean, people are just out here having a good time. A lot of the people waiting in line, they haven't been able to move, so what else is there to do? Make some friends with the people who are hanging out around you. A lot of law enforcement presence, making sure everything goes off as smoothly as possible. Every time a Grand Rapids police officer walks by, Kent County Sheriff, whether they're walking, on a bike, or on a horse even, a lot of cheers from the crowd, a lot of back the blue chants, a lot of USA chants, and we love Trump chants. Again, just hoping for the chance to see President Trump, former President Trump, in person for the first time. A historic event, his first campaign rally since the attack on his life, Elliot, just a week ago.
of the Van Andel Arena for a number of hours, so we'll check in with you in just a bit. Want to check in with Matt Whitgoes, also in downtown Grand Rapids. Matt, we know security is heavy this morning. Roads are blocked off, just trying to prepare for all of the folks that are heading to the downtown area. What are you seeing? We know it sometimes in these situations there's protesters as well. Are you seeing any of that this morning?
Elliot, we have hardly seen any protesters, maybe just one. And that was barely, we're looking out there to see if we could see any protesters, but we just saw one. That was it. But if you look at this crowd size here down Ionia, as you mentioned, streets are blocked off. Look down this street. You can see it just endless. It just keeps going because you see more and more people are walking down Ionia hoping to get to the end of the line so they could get a chance to maybe see the former president here in downtown Grand Rapids. We tried to get to the end of the line, but as we kept on going down, there's more and more people just passing us trying to get in line. But as you can see, the line is just endless down here on Ionia. And we're joined here by Lisa and Josh, who are in line. They've been here early this morning. Why did you all feel compelled to come down here?
We just felt the need to come out and support President Trump, Vance, and show patriotism to our country. We're proud of our country, and we love this place.
Lisa, what's going through your mind? Obviously, you got here early. Are you hoping to see the former president here today?
It didn't even cross my mind that we would get in. We're just so grateful to be here. Our parents have tribed with us so that we can make this happen with our 4 kids at home. And, you know, God's so good. We're just grateful.
Now, with what happened at last rally, were you at all concerned for your own safety coming down here today?
Not at all.
We feel very protected. We know who's above us anyway, and we just feel safe.
Appreciate it. Well, obviously, we heard some people are trickling into Van Andel right now. We don't want you all to lose your line, so why don't you go back in line and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your time.
Thanks, Lisa. Thanks, Josh. Again, the crowd size here is it's impressive to see here. Obviously, we are in a very Democratic kind of controlled area here in Kent County, but as you can see, it's just endless red here downtown Grand Rapids. So you got to wonder what Democrats are seeing when they look at this crowd size here in this area, because obviously we are in a very blue area. When I was trying to talk to people earlier this week when we found out that the former president was going to be in town, they were obviously frustrated with the idea that the former president was coming into town. But as you can see, a lot of people showed up here today to support the former president. Elliot?
Matt, we appreciate all of your coverage. Of course, we've got team coverage. We have Josh Perry inside Van Andel this morning. Max Goldwasser right with crowds as they're trying to file in, trying to get through those doors. Like you heard, that 12,000 people allowed inside, 36,000 registered to go inside. So a lot of people going to be waiting outside. And Matt, as you just saw, also hanging out with crowds as they wait for President Trump to arrive. Again, that official event starts at 5 o'clock today. We're going to have full team coverage throughout the afternoon and, of course, of that rally as well. So stay with Fox 17 online and on air for continued coverage. We're going to send it back to your regular scheduled programming. Thanks for watching.
You have been watching a Fox 17 News special report. For continuing coverage, go to fox17online.com.